Hi there. Welcome back to Sunnyside Journals. It's a little part 2 of a What's on My Desk today. I'm going to have a shameless brag session because I'm so thrilled. Two of my son-in-laws, and I have many wonderful son-in-laws. This video in particular, I'm going to brag about two of them who made me things for Mother's Day, which I was so touched. This one in particular, the first one, is my one son-in-law, Chris. He makes these cutting boards and cheese boards and platters and, well, you can go over and take a look-see in his Etsy shop. He's just an amazing craftsman. Those are all individual pieces of wood that he glues together and pressurizes and finishes them and sands them. And the cool thing is he also does this burned personalizing onto them if you like. And he put my little logo on it. Look at that. Isn't that nice? He's done some really amazing commissioned pieces for people, and which he loves being able to do. If you've got something that you like, or if you want to give a gift and put someone's name, or say it's a wedding date you want to give as a wedding gift and you want to put the date on it, he can do all that and personalize these boards. So this one in particular is his cheese board, one of his cheese boards that he makes. He makes several different kinds. And I'm just thrilled with it. I'm so excited to have this. And I will be making good use of it. But I thought I'd leave it all done up so that you can see what a nice job he does. And as I said, I'll put the link down below for his Instagram and for his Etsy shop. So go over and take a look. Isn't this gorgeous? I love feeling a little sunshine. So, north of the border, Woodworking Studios. How talented. I love the little duck there. That's a little duck they had. His name's Kevin. And Kevin's still alive. I shouldn't say had. Kevin is alive and well. Cute. And then my second cool thing that got made for me for Mother's Day. Hold on, I need a book. I need a book because I got to show you what this is. Where is it? Here. I'll get my Bookland. Journeys through Bookland. Hold on. I was working on it yesterday. Here we go. So I'll show you what this is. Probably about a year ago, maybe, when I started watching Save Your Books. The videos by Sophia. And she actually professionally restores old books. She does amazing, amazing work. And she works, I noticed in her videos that she works with knives that she has filed down and rounded the end so that she can lift papers and separate text blocks out of covers or remove end papers. And so I've used this before. You've seen me use this online. My son-in-law, Greg, who is just amazing at sharpening things, did this for me. This was a steak knife. It was probably about this long. And he cut it back for me. And then I told him I wanted it shaped almost like a fingertip. And this one's been terrific. But I found another one, a cheese knife, that I thought, oh, wouldn't this make a great book repair knife? And it's amazing. So I've made a protecting sleeve out of actually two of my business cards because it's so sharp. Look at how, let me stand up. I don't know if you can see how it's fighting with that background. Here. No, you don't want to. Am I too close? There it is. I don't know if you can see how thin he got that. It's so magnificent. So this was, at one of my thrift stores. It's just a cheese knife. It actually was really dull. The end was as blunt as this back part of the blade. and Greg filed it right down so that it's just feather thin. And I'll show you what I do with it in case you've never seen me working on one of these before. Let's take this out. I have been working on the inside of this book, and I actually got a little bit of work done on repairing. Remember that big split there? And that's feeling a whole lot stronger. I think I'm still going to have to do some camouflage work with that. Anyhow, so sometimes, let me come down closer. Sorry, might be a little nauseating for a second. There we go. Let me stop the jiggling. Stop. There we go. So sometimes when you are turning an old book into a junk journal, or maybe sometimes you just want to repair a cover on a favorite book, so you've taken out the text block, you want to clean it all down, maybe put in new end papers, return the text block, that sort of thing. Well, sometimes if you want to put in new end papers, sometimes there's reasons why you don't want to just cover up the old end papers. Maybe the publisher put them in crooked, which happens a lot, and they're kind of an eyesore because they're in cockeyed. Or else sometimes they were a thicker paper, or sometimes they're a color and they're so big it's hard to cover them up with the pretty papers you want to put in. So there's a variety of reasons why sometimes you want to trim away the paper of the end papers from the edges. And that's where a nice book repair knife comes in handy. It also comes in handy if you want to be able to lift your end paper up. Here's an end paper. Imagine that this was the end paper here, and you've got your text block in. Let me move this back a bit. So say your text block is here. Sometimes you want to be able to carefully peel away this front page because you want to be able to gently lift out this text block and still have your end paper attached. Imagine if this was the one that was attached. So sometimes you need a book repair knife to go in from this side and just lift that end paper so that you can get the text block out. But in this case, what I want to do is I'm going to want to be able to put in pretty end papers into this book. And this knife is just going to go right in underneath, and it just lifts those papers up. Now you have to be very careful because you really can slice right through the fabric. And you also have to be careful. You don't want to use a lot of pressure, because if you're aiming your knife in this direction and say you're holding your hand with this direction, all you need to do is a little bit of a slip and you can, I've done that. There's a scar. I've got a scar from lino cut printing. But see how, hopefully I'm in camera. Okay, see how you just wedge your knife in under there, and then you can take that off, and you've got a fresh edge here to then go in and put your nice pretty papers in, and you won't have to, I won't have to deal with that ugly, well, it's not that ugly, but it wasn't salvageable, this brown. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? So Greg made that for me from a knife from a thrift store. Cheese knife from a thrift store. And I love it. Now I am trying my best to talk Greg into making these and selling these, because I think there's a few of you out there that would also make use of one of these knives. Let me know if you think this is something you'd use. And I'll see if I can get Greg to, if I can convince him that some of us who make junk journals have a need for such a beautiful knife. And if he goes ahead with it, I'll let you know in case this is something that you would like, because boy, I'm thrilled with it. Now, you got it. That thing, I think I could shave my legs with that. He got it so sharp, but it's wonderful. And you just sort of fit it in underneath and ease it along and lift that paper up. Woohoo! So see, you can see why I felt the need to do some shameless bragging about my wonderful son-in-laws and how spoiled I was on Mother's Day. They are very good men, and I'm happy to actually call them sons. I'm a lucky woman. So there we go. This is just too much fun. I could just play with this knife all day and remove end papers. Remove end papers off books. So there you go. There's my shameless plug for my wonderful book repair knife. And there's my shameless plug for North of the Border Woodworking Studios. I hope you enjoyed just this quick little visit. And I'm hoping after I turn off my camera now that there will actually be a third video today, because I did promise a flip through of the journal that Camille made for me. It's so pretty and I want you to see it. So I wanted to just do a video just on the flip through of the journal. So that'll be coming up. Watch for it in an hour or two and it'll be up as well. Thanks for joining me. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.